Hey, intentional sibling. My name is Maureen Oluwatobi. I want you to maximize the intentional journal to the fullest. So here's a tutorial on how to use the journal. The intentional journal will help you document key aspects of your daily living as you strive to embrace intentionality and wholesome living. This segment invites you to write your name because this is a personal journal. Then we have the customized intentionality affirmation. As you affirm, I want you to believe it. Let this empower you as you navigate intentional living. And this page right here shows you how to use the journal. There are 6 vital parts of the journal. Number 1 is called Abba's love letter. Number 2 is today's lesson. Number 3 is action points based on today's lessons. Number 4 is a gratitude chronicle. Number 5 is your to-do list. And number 6 is a segment that invites you to write down the names of the people you expected to call or pray for each day. Now, being intentional and living intentionally every day is a lot easier when you have an awareness of what you want from different aspects of your life. So in this segment called the Intentional Life Design, I teach you and I show you my personal blueprint on how to intentionally design key aspects of your life, aligning with what God has said concerning you and the visions that God has shown you. I believe there are 7 vital areas of your life: your spirituality and your faith, your health and your wellness, your relationship with God, your relationship with yourself, and your relationship with other people. Number 4 is your career, if you're a career person, your business, if you're a business person, your academics, if you're still in school. Number 5 is your finances, and number 6 is your purpose and your ministry. Number 7 is your recreation, your fun, and your social life. And it's important that you have a sense of clarity around these areas of your life. What is God's idea of how your life should turn out? I want you to ask yourself this question, and I also want you to write down and document all of the answers that's going to pop up in your spirit, the answers that God is going to show you. And then the second question you're expected to ask yourself is, what steps must I take each day to move closer to the future that God has shown me around these areas of my life? So your intentional living each day is tied to the overall picture that God has shown you concerning your life. Now, this is where the daily or the weekly journaling begins. You have dates, you have Abba's love letter, and you have today's lesson. So Abba's love letter is basically inviting you to write down the Bible verse or the Bible chapter you are reading or studying each day. I believe that your spirituality is the center of your life. And if you want to live intentionally, you have to pay attention to your spiritual life and your faith. Today's lesson basically invites you to write down the things that this Bible verse is teaching you, the Bible verse that you studied or the chapter that you read. What are the lessons that you grabbed from that Bible study or from the Bible reading? You are invited to write it here because, again, Bible reading or Bible study is not just knowledge accumulation. It is geared towards a change and a transformed life. Now, the next page invites you to write down action points based on what you have studied. So I believe that Bible study or the lessons that you learn from each Bible study exercise invites you to do something that's geared towards improving your life, changing your life, and helping you become like God intended from the very beginning, right? So action points is simply inviting you to write down what you are going to do differently or what you're going to do today or this week as a result of what you have studied in the Bible. And then you have your to-do list. Your to-do list is inviting you to write down everything you intend to do or everything you intend to achieve that day or that week. It depends on how you choose to use the journal. So if in a day you have up to 5-6 things you want to do, before you begin your day, you will pick up the journal and write down the things that you want to achieve. This is going to help you stay accountable. This is going to help you stay organized. The to-do list is also going to help you with productivity because you know what you are doing. You know what you are giving your time and your attention to. Now, there's a checkbox in front of the to-do list. Whenever you have completed any task, you are expected and required to tick or check it out that you have done it, right? So that is on the to-do list. And then this segment, the Gratitude Chronicle, is inviting you to write down 5 things you're grateful to God for. Having an attitude of gratitude is very pivotal and instrumental in your journey of living intentionally. And then you have this segment that invites you to write down the names of the people you expected to call or pray for each week. Relationships are very important, and sometimes because of how busy you are, because of how occupied you are with a lot of activities, you might forget to check in on your friends, your family members. You might even forget to pray for them. But this journal is giving you an opportunity to write down the names of the people that God is laying in your heart to pray for on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. And when you're planning your week, you write down their names. You are reminded whenever you pick up this journal that, oh, I'm expected to call this person, or I'm expected to pray for this person, and then you go ahead to do them. Have a beautiful day. I love you, and cheers to living intentionally.